All right, let's get into something a lot of us have felt. But maybe we can look at it from a totally different angle. We're going to reframe the whole idea of being single, not as something you're stuck in, but as a really powerful, high-level choice you might be making. And this quote right here, this is the heart of it all. You aren't behind in life. You're just someone who knows themselves too deeply to choose the wrong person. Just let that sink in for a second. This isn't some kind of excuse. It's a profound strength. You know that moment? It's late, maybe 2 a.m. You're scrolling through your phone and it's just a sea of engagement photos, anniversary posts, couple vacations, and in that blue light from the screen, this little thought creeps in. Am I falling behind? It's such a heavy, isolating feeling. But believe me, it is so common. And that feeling, it's pretty much fueled by this huge myth our society pushes on us. The idea that if you're single, you must be doing something wrong, that it's some kind of problem you need to fix. You know, like you're failing a test that everybody else is just acing. It's this narrative that tries to tie your worth to your relationship status. So let me just ask you, have you ever felt that pressure, that little voice in your head telling you to just lower your standards, ignore some red flags, and just find anyone so you don't have to be alone? If you're nodding right now, you get it. That pressure is real. But here's the thing, it's built on a complete lie. So what if we just decided to challenge that myth, to just throw it out the window? What if being single isn't a failure at all, but actually a sign of something way deeper? Let's dive into a whole new perspective, one that shifts from what you lack to the strength you have. This right here. This is the perfect way to see that mental shift. On the left, you've got the myth feeling behind getting crushed by societal pressure. But look at the right side. That's the truth. Instead of feeling behind, you're valuing your own rhythm. Instead of forcing connections that don't feel right, you're using your selective strength, and instead of caving to pressure, you are fiercely protecting your unnegotiable peace. And this is the absolute crucial point. This is not about being unwanted. It's actually the complete opposite. It's about being so self-aware, so protective of your own energy that you flat out refuse to settle for less. It is an active choice, not a passive state. Now let's unpack the psychology behind this choice, because it's fascinating. Choosing your own peace over a partnership that just doesn't fit, that's not being passive. No way. That's advanced self-care. It's high emotional intelligence. It's about truly deeply knowing your own worth. And there's actually a really powerful term for this selective solitude. It's the conscious, deliberate choice to be single instead of getting tangled up in empty, meaningless connections. It comes from knowing yourself inside and out, and from having a massive amount of respect for your own inner peace. This isn't loneliness, you see. It's intentional. So what does this selective strength really look like? Well, first, you know your own rhythm in life, and you're not about to let just anyone come and disrupt it. Second, you just refuse to force those empty connections. You know, the endless small talk that goes nowhere, the dates that feel more like a job interview. You also have deep self-knowledge. And finally, you protect your unnegotiable peace. That's that core of calm inside you that is just not for sale. Okay, so understanding all this is one thing, but how do you actually live it, right? How do you make this powerful psychological truth your everyday mindset, especially when that 2 a.m. feeling hits and you start to doubt everything? Here are 3 real actionable steps. First, acknowledge the social pressure. See it for what it is. Name it, but do not let it inside. When your aunt asks again why you're still single, just recognize that it's her story, not yours. It's just noise. Second, define your unnegotiable peace. Get specific. What really recharges your batteries? Is it that quiet morning with a book? Is it an hour to work on your art uninterrupted? Pinpoint it. This isn't some vague idea. It's your personal sanctuary. Knowing what it is helps you guard it. And third, practice selective connection. This means saying no to that draining party so you can say yes to a real deep talk with a friend who actually gets you. It's about choosing quality over quantity every single time. Let's just wrap up with this powerful thought. Choosing to be single isn't a passive waiting period. It's an active investment in yourself. It's you investing in your own peace, your own growth, and your own future. You're making sure that if and when you do choose a partner, it's from a place of being whole, not from a place of feeling empty. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What if being single isn't a problem that needs to be solved at all? What if it's a high-level, intentional choice that deserves a ton of respect, not pity? Maybe, just maybe, the most important relationship you're building right now is the one you have with yourself.